The phone vibrated on the cafe table between us like a living thing. Her name surfaced on my screen after 2 years of silence. I didn't touch it. I watched the letters pulse once, twice, then fade. Outside, rain smeared the city into gray fingerprints. Inside, the air smelled like burnt coffee and old paper. I had chosen this corner because it faced the exit, because control begins with angles and distance. Another vibration. We need to talk. I almost laughed. The sound stayed trapped in my chest. 2 years ago, I vanished without a goodbye. No explanations, no scenes, no legal war. I left her with a ring on the kitchen counter and a marriage that collapsed in silence. Now she had found me. I imagined her face when she typed that message. The practiced concern, the borrowed sadness. Back then, I used to believe those expressions were real. I sipped my coffee, cold, bitter, familiar. Why now? I typed. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, returned. Because you were wrong about me. My pulse slowed instead of racing. That was how I knew the storm had already passed through me once. I didn't ask how she found me. I already knew. People always talk, especially when guilt needs a destination. "Meet me," she wrote, "please." I stared at the reflection in the dark window, older, thinner, quieter. A man shaped by a decision he never regretted. "Tomorrow, noon, same city, 1 hour." Her reply came instantly. "Thank you." Gratitude from a woman who had taught me how betrayal wears perfume. 4 years of marriage ended with a hotel receipt. That was the first fracture. Not the affair itself, the precision of it. Tuesday nights, business trips, a second phone hidden in the lining of her work bag. Patterns always confess before people do. I didn't confront her. Confrontation is emotional. Evidence is surgical. She came home late one night smelling like someone else's soap. She kissed my cheek and told me she was tired. I nodded. I cooked dinner. I washed the plates she didn't use. Inside, something began counting. Days, glances, silences. I found the messages a week later while charging her phone. No passwords. She trusted me too much to protect herself. "I miss you. He doesn't suspect a thing. Soon." Soon was a word that tasted like rot. I remember sitting on the bathroom floor with the phone in my hand, my back against the tub. Not crying, not shaking, just recalibrating. Denial lasted exactly 3 minutes. After that, logic took over. She wasn't careless. She was organized. This wasn't an accident. It was a system. And I was a background character in her second life. I started noticing details I had ignored, the way she kept her phone face down, the way she flinched when I asked about her day, the way she smiled when I stopped asking. Betrayal isn't loud. It whispers until you lean close enough to hear your own erasure. I became a quiet observer of my own marriage. I checked phone records at work during lunch, numbers repeated like a heartbeat, always the same one. I followed her once, from a distance, 2 cars behind. She parked near a hotel I'd never seen before. I didn't go inside. Truth is more powerful when you let it grow heavy. I installed nothing, hacked nothing. I didn't need to. I began moving money quietly, selling things we didn't need, updating documents she never looked at. She told me she loved me. I said it back with precision. Revenge is not rage. It is preparation. The proof arrived in an envelope. Photos, messages, hotel timestamps. I laid them out on the dining table like evidence in a courtroom. Then I waited for her to come home. She saw them before she saw me. Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. "I can explain." I slid the DNA report forward. She went pale, not because of the child, because she realized how long I had known. "How long?" she whispered. "Long enough," I said. She cried. Of course she did. Apologies spilled like rehearsed lines. I felt nothing, Not anger, not triumph, only the weight of certainty. That night, I packed one bag. I left the ring on the counter. No note, no farewell. Silence is the sharpest ending. 2 years later, she sat across from me in a quiet restaurant. Older, more desperate. "I made a mistake," she said. "I ended it." "I tried to find you." "I didn't hide," I replied. "I moved." Her eyes searched my face for something. Anger, maybe. Weakness. "I was wrong about you," she said again. "You were planning everything." "Yes." Her breath hitched. "I thought you disappeared because you were broken." I leaned back slightly. "I disappeared because you were predictable." She stared at me as if seeing me for the first time. "I told him about us," she whispered. "He left me." That was her revenge on herself. "I wanted you to know," she said. I stood. "You already know what you did," I said. "You just wanted to see if it still mattered." It didn't. I walked out into the afternoon light without looking back. No victory speech, no forgiveness, just distance. Some people need closure. I needed accuracy. She lost a husband. I lost an illusion. The city moved around me like nothing had happened. And that was the point. Betrayal taught me a language I never wanted to learn, but fluency gave me freedom. I didn't escape her. I escaped the man who once believed her, and that was the only revenge that lasted.